What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back with another video. Get those 10s and 20 views. Yeah, the crap camera doesn't agree with the green screen at times. I just had to fix it because my face kept vanishing. But not why you're here to watch me vanish and fight with green screens, because the good camera doesn't want to work. You're here because it is part 2 of If I've Ruled Over the NFL. Part 1 was a mass realignment, and I found that entertaining. Part 2, it's going to be rules changes and team modifications. Like color changes and helmet changes. 2 teams are slightly getting relocated. 1 team's getting majorly overhauled. The hint was in my last video. But before we get going, let's just flop over to our nice, beautiful stadium that my buddy Adam has drawn for me. Adam, if you are watching, I will have a hockey-ish video drawing if you're up to it. Shortly messaging you. Let's see if you watch. There's some rules that I just don't think are relevant anymore, and some rules that just are stupid. I'm going to take out the 2 most controversial rules right off the jump. Probably piss some people off. First one is get rid of the Rooney Rule. It hasn't done its desired effect, and I'm pretty sure this is part of the reason why Brian Flores is suing the NFL. Rule is basically you have to interview a minority candidate before you can actually hire a coach. Sounds good on paper, but if you know who your coach is, you know who your coach is. It's not like Carolina's be like, yeah, we really want Mike Tomlin, but first we got to interview these 3 guys. No, if you know who your coaches, you know who your coaches. I think the bigger issue with that is, A, you have not a lot of players, former players, especially African-American players, starting to transition into the coach role. There are no, like, Ron Rivera, who was a linebacker for the Cowboys, or Belichick might have been a player. I can't remember. But no, there's not many players transitioning. The only one I can really think of in this is Luke Kuechly seems to be doing something with coaching. I'm not sure. And Dion is at that college. The only one I can think of is Dion. Speaking of college, I do think that's actually a major issue why there's lack of diversity at the pro level. Is, can anyone think outside of Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame, a top-tier college with a minority head coach? And Marcus Freeman did it the right way. He worked his way up and eventually got to hire the job. I hope he does an amazing job as an Irish fan. Rule 2 is no more protesting. No activism on the sidelines. You know, it just turns people away. It's 2022. Take it to YouTube. Take it to Twitter. You probably get more views and actually get what your message is across. I know at my real world job, if I clocked in and said, hey, I'm going to go protest, they'd be like, all right, you're fired. The only thing it has done is take people who love sports, turn them off of sports, and turn them on to politics. So, no more protesting on the sideline. Those are the, well, no, and a few more I thought. We thought, me and my buddy Chris, who may or may not appear on the other half, we might do like a fantasy football and predictions together. Hopefully that comes through. When it comes to suspensions, needs to be like, all right, you got charged with domestic abuse, 5 games minimum. Oh, you got busted for weed during the season, 3 games minimum. Gambling on football, a year. You do it twice, you're getting the Pete Rose treatment. No drug testing during the offseason. I don't care if the pro football player smokes weed on the offseason. Get healthy. I'd rather you smoke weed than take pills. But yeah, I just think just set the punishments down. Like, oh, this is a minimum of this. This is a minimum of this. I'm not going to go every one because I can't think of them. Most times it's drugs or DOI, 2 games minimum. Just set a standard. Don't let players negotiate. Don't let I wonder how many games we get. Oh no, I got charged with domestic assault. I got 5 games at minimum, maybe more. Now for the on the field stuff. I hate how much they gave the offensive stuff. Overtime rules, back to what it used to be. You win the coin toss, you score a touchdown, game's over. You kick a field goal, and the other team gets a chance. Play defense. Well, both teams need an opportunity. Well, your defense could, pick the ball off and score a touchdown, like the one Green Bay clip I might have gone down.
Hey, Seattle has won the toss.
We won the ball, we're going to score.
Oh, boy.
That was over the PA system here at Lambeau Field saying we want the ball and we're going to score.
Hasselbeck was partly right. One of his passes did lead to a score.
The pass is picked off. Intercepted. Back the other way. The Green Bay Packers advance. Many of the headlines will talk about what he said at the coin flip.
Overtime game like the Panthers and Rams did in 2004? Like that? First time Carolina went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, double overtime where all you had to do was kick a field goal. Defense won games. No more defenseless receiver. If you have the football, you're no longer defenseless. My only defenseless player rule I would implement is if the guy's going to the ground, stop diving at his back. Hand checking. As long as you're not interfering with the receiver's route or catching ability, don't call it. Let them play. It's a physical game. Just trying to remember them all. I should have wrote it down. Pass interference is no longer a spot foul. It'll be if it passed 10 yards, 15-yard penalty. Below 10 yards, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down. I don't need a third and 20, and the guy throws it 50 yards, and you just have to trip, and oh no, now they're in a goal line situation. No, 15 yards. But now for the kind of fun stuff with the football teams. I gotta remember some of these things because I am an idiot. Yeah, so basically it's kind of like a lot of color changes. I'll use my favorite team, the Carolina Panthers, as the prime example, and just to knock them out of the way. A lot of teams just need to make their logos bigger. Big ass helmet. Tiny little G for the Packers. Come on, expand. But, for example, Panthers. Standard should be black pants. Now, it just looks nicer. Gotta make sure I can see myself. It's like Panthers. Panthers. Black pants. They just look nicer on the white, on the teal, on the black, on the black jersey. I don't mind, but I'm not a big fan of the blacked out helmet for the reason why I'll get with the Falcons in a second. But here's a teal helmet. We have the best teal. That should be our primary helmet color. Speaking of helmet colors needing to change, the Bucks. I think this white helmet looks a lot better. Falcons, you have a black logo on a black helmet. Stop it. Red. Dolphins, go back to your original logo and an orange helmet. Browns, this one's not me. This was Chris. He doesn't like the pumpkin helmet, so brown helmet, brown stripes. New England. Yeah, I'm going through these kind of rapid fire. A little bit. I hate your logo. I don't care about the color change. But go back to the older logo. Let's see, who else do I have? Dallas. Chris is a Dallas fan. I kind of got it as okay. Why are you wearing silver helmets? Dark blue. Silver star. Looks a lot better. Eagles fans, don't laugh. You know how much I hate you. If you live in the area, you know how much I hate you. The blacked out helmet actually looks pretty good. You know it also looks good? This green helmet. And bring back the Kelly greens. That should be your primary color. Not that dark green, Kelly green. They look better. Jags. This helmet is god-awful. Here are two better options I found via Google. those are the big changes, at least with the uniforms that I have. Now we do have a few more things. Chargers, go back to San Diego. You barely sold out a soccer stadium in LA. Go back to San Diego where they actually want you. Yeah, Jets, Giants, you have two teams from New York playing in New Jersey. One of you is going to have to be the New Jersey team. And it's going to be the Jets. When was the last time you were relevant? And they were called the New York Football Giants. So, New Jersey Jets. I think we can all agree on that. I'm from Jersey. Meh, I don't care about the Jets. But you play in Jersey. And last but not least, Washington Commanders. I warned you I was coming for you. Worst name in sports. The Commanders? Pff, no. If you're not going to be the Redskins or you're not going to be the football team, scrap the whole thing. You know, here are the Capitals and Nationals. They work well together. You know why? Their color scheme is the same. I personally think you guys should go with something like the DC Knights. Go with like a dark blue, a red, and white. You know, keep the patriotic theme like your two counterparts. It probably can work a lot better. But that's kind of all I have. Anyone else have any cool, crazy rule changes that you think or disagree with me on the looks, helmets, whatnot? I just leave it in the comment section. Do the thing.
Bolin, do the thing.
What thing?
The thing! I never had to tell Julie what thing.
I'm not Julie, okay? Pretend I don't know anything about anything that's happening here.
If you're still here. Like, if you like this kind of video, I might make a few more of these with hockey and baseball. Maybe basketball. Comment. Tell me what you think. Do you like my rule changes? Do you hate my rule changes? Do you like what I did with the football helmets, aka basically Google search the coolest looking logo things? Till then, I'll see you weird people next time.